Okay, we're finally back. Monday, July 6th, 2026, and I am up $3 on the day, getting stopped out at break even, taking one trade. And I'll play this for it a little bit. So today, I was, I wouldn't say I was very bullish or bearish today. Um, I was I was kind of anticipating a range. We didn't really get a range, but I mean, it is a no news Monday. We were kind of in positive gamma. I did kind of after the first 10 minutes of the session, I did understand we were probably going up more likely today, and it was probably going to be kind of a choppy move up day. So what I wanted was basically some sort of trade that would be a mean reversion to VWAP. Or to these levels from, obviously I was using the overnight levels here because Friday was a bank holiday. And I didn't trade that much last week. I actually only took like 4 trades last week, I think. And basically had a small green week. So this was where after these rejections on the 5 minute, I could tell we were probably going up for at least the foreseeable future. I thought, if we were going up, we were gonna go kind of not that far up, and if we went down, I thought we were gonna go really far down, maybe take out these lows. But that was kind of the plan going in, and that was what my thought process was looking at this. And I was kind of sitting here like when we started to go up, I thought, okay, again, if we're going up, we're probably going to go up and make some sort of rebalance, like pretty deep retrace, and then go up again. If we went down, I was going to say it's probably going to be a momentum trade, and there's not going to be many retraces. We probably have to take something off the CVD. But we end up going up. Okay, so this is the first trade here. Was this trade that good? No, it was not that good. Um, a lot of the reasoning behind this trade was actually the gamma exposure. So we had the call wall. Oh yeah, this is where I messed up. So actually, this was the put wall here. So the put wall, the gamma exposure today was really weird. It was like we had this very big negative gamma level underneath the call wall, like 1 point below. And this trade, like a lot of the reasoning behind it was we're at +2 standard deviations of VWAP, which is this is like a really good level for price to revert, and that plus the positive gamma. I did end up taking this trade. It was not the greatest trade for a couple reasons. Number one, there's no absorption here. I mean, there's a little bit, I guess, but not really enough to actually call it good absorption. This environment is, decent for price to go down, I would say, because, yeah, we are slowing down. I don't know. In hindsight, though, this is not a very good trade. And I do end up getting break even on this trade after it starts to move in my direction. Um, so yeah, so break even right there. So yeah, I mean that was the trade. That was the only opportunity I saw today for a mean reverting trade. There was one kind of coming up later, but I'll go over that. So how do I think I traded today? I don't think I traded very well. I think I wrote in my journal actually while this trade was going. I said I think I prematurely pulled the trigger on this one, which was absolutely right. This is just not a very high probability trade. It was a C trade. I put it as a C trade because there's no CVD, there's no absorption. It's basically taken off of key levels and an inverse gap, which is never really that strong of a trade. So after this, I was still sitting on here, obviously, after this got stopped at break even. And I was looking for more shorts. You know, if we had seen a CVD, like I did want to go long perhaps from this level if we had the right price action. But what we had right here, and I'll bring the trading view chart up as well. We had this weird situation where we had put support here and we had the call wall, and we just like ranged between this for like almost an hour basically. And this was a weird gamma day because we had more positive. Like the gamma flip point was like 715 or something. It was down here. Oh yeah, it's right here. So we have, you know, very positive gamma. Expect mean reversion, right? But there's this weird negative gamma level here, and we even had other positive gamma levels down here that I was watching. But for some reason, we just have this negative gamma level here that was really strong, and we're just kind of ranging between those two levels. So I really wanted to, you know, I still wanted to get a short here. And I was waiting. I'll show the trade that I could have possibly taken. I just kept waiting for a CVD, and we just never got one. But the trade I could have taken, I think this might have been it, actually. There was a 2-minute. So at this point, we are right up against the call wall. And there was this 2-minute. Now, I was thinking of taking this. This close is kind of cooked. But I was thinking about taking this right here. It is a very not good close on this one. And I was thinking, honestly, like with the way we were moving up, I was actually thinking in the moment, like probably targeting these lows would be best. I feel like I actually did get a 1-to-1 here. Maybe this wasn't the trade I was thinking of taking. This was a possible trade, but this one, I wanted to see like this area, like this area is the obvious target, right? Like this overnight value area high. This trade wouldn't have worked out, so I'm glad I didn't take that one. And I can't remember where the trade was that I ended up. There was a better one that I still faded it. I think it might have been this inverse gap because, again, like we don't have a CVD here, even though it looks like we do. Maybe we do actually. I can't remember. Either way, it was not that obvious. It actually is. There actually is a CVD here. So technically, this could have been a trade. This is kind of sketchy. Actually, yeah. So this is at least a little bit better than what I just had showed. This could have been a trade. I faded this as well. I just thought this gap was a little bit too far away. It wasn't that clear. And at this point, I just got off the charts like pretty soon after this. Yeah, so, okay. So what ends up happening, this actually would have ended up playing out as we do go down and we end up filling this like area was right where that value area high was. So, I mean, yeah, take like this didn't, wait, we didn't even inverse this gap on the Qs. What? We inversed this gap, but then it immediately, okay, I don't know. Either way, we went down here. Honestly, this long would have been a lot better than any shorts, even though it's not a mean reversion trade. Like, longing from, where was this? Yeah, longing from this. That would be right at this level. That would be right at previous day. I don't have the data, unfortunately, here, but that would be right longing straight from this level. There was, like, a really clean inverse gap, like, back up to the call wall. I could have taken this. I'll show it on TradingView because I have the... Okay, so, like, this could have been a really, really clean trade. This would have been a banger. That would have been a banger right there. But I was off the charts, unfortunately. Did not take it. So, I mean, what can you do, bro? What can you do? It is what it is. Not the greatest session. Not the greatest movement, but it's fine. Honestly, I felt like I traded well. Except, I mean, I don't know. I was reading the market all right, but this trade was not a good trade. So, not the greatest day for me, honestly. Hopefully, we gotta kick it into overdrive here next couple days because I am going out of town next week and will not be on the charts at all. So.